other adversary of ours who's anywhere near as good as the Russians is China.
Strangle you with your own systems. And what is controversial in the United States? What is most controversial? Racism. This race narrative. They know they can use it. They've been doing it for a very long time.
The Chinese government has recently developed a phone application designed to surveil ethnic minority Muslims. The technology relies on facial recognition software created by a Chinese company called Face++, which is a division of a major startup called Megvii. Megvii's most prominent investor is none other than Hunter Biden.
So, like, everybody is going nuts with this world, and I updated it, and the one thing people kept asking about, they kept asking about extra stuff about this world. So we're now able to walk around the corner. Come with me.
3 publishers approached me after Trump's election. They told me, this is so crazy. Would you write a book, a psychoanalytic reading of Trump? And my answer was a clear one. No, the only point where we need psychoanalysis is to grasp the stupidity of how Democrats oppose Trump.
So shut up about it, okay?
All right.
Let me live.
All right.
Be by my side.
I'm by
Make
your
me
side.
feel better, okay?
The Chinese Communist Party has a saying when it comes to their warfare, psychological warfare operations, and other forms of subversion. Strangle you with your own systems.
Another movie, comic book movie, in Doctor Strange, they changed the Ancient One's character from being from Tibet, which is how it's portrayed in the comic book, to Celtic.
On election night, Tilden was ahead in the popular vote by 260,000 votes. And just as in the year 2000, America in 1876 woke up the morning after the election not knowing who had won. Massive voter fraud only added to the confusion. Black men, almost all of whom were Republican back then, had only recently won the right to vote, and Southern Democrats were actively suppressing that vote.
Come with me and beg to meet Stanley tomorrow.
I have to go home, honestly. That was so weird. Why do you think he kissed me?
That was so weird. Why do you think he kissed me? Fuck you.
In other words, observing how different countries operate, what is controversial within their systems, how does their system function, how can we use those systems to twist things around, to cause chaos, to mess things up, to use it against them. You say you believe in free speech? We'll have protests in your own backyard calling you out.
China is a top source for imports and our 3rd largest export market. We welcome thousands of Chinese visitors every year to the Peach State, and we are constantly helping to develop new opportunities for Chinese companies.
But
what about the tech we can't see? China's sophisticated and controversial data surveillance system is used to track citizens on and offline.
健康码
运用大数据
监控
后台大数据精密自控
The mass surveillance network has taken the Communist Party decades to build. They've faced near constant criticism for it around the world. But as the world tries to get a grip on COVID-19, many countries are looking to the model for answers.
And so when you see a virus coming out of China and people say this virus came out of China, if you call it the Chinese virus, they want to use this and twist it around and say it is racist if you talk about the origin of this virus. What is media warfare? Media warfare is the manipulation or control of outlets of information, not just news outlets, but say social media, online platforms, the ability to speak openly. Anything that would allow people to communicate would be a target of media warfare. And what is legal warfare? Legal warfare is a manipulation of international legal systems. The Chinese Communist Party, for them, this is adopted into their military code. This is war fighting to them.
This country is doomed. It is doomed, not just because of African Americans, but because by 2040, this country is going to be minority white European. You hear me? Minority white European. And you guys are going to have to start working more with Hispanics, who make up a larger portion of the population than y'all do.